Hi everybody, I'm Gloria Estefan from the next CW.
Here with Georgie.
Yes, I'm stealing Georgie.
They're in love. I know that you have a lot of
I
dogs.
have 4 English bulldogs, so I think she smells bulldog on me.
Georgie brought you a gift.
No, what?
Yes, she did.
Today is Noelle, who's my first bulldog's birthday. She's 10.
This is for Noelle
Oh,
from Georgie.
Sweet. Uh-oh, Georgie's gonna want it. Oh, this is going to be, oh, she's gonna want it. You want it? You want to break it in? Oh, thank you.
How did you end up? Because I know do you have turtles too?
I have turtles, yeah. I've got birds, I had wallabies at one point. I'm an animal.
Wow.
My friends call me Doolittle One. That's my nickname.
So the next, you're here in town. I know you live in Miami, but you're here in town for the live shows, the semifinals and the finals of the show.
I'm so excited because now I'm invested with my contestants.
Yeah.
I've got 2 of them. We don't know yet who the 7th contestant that gets voted on by everyone else, like to put them back in the competition.
Card, yeah.
We don't know who the wild card is yet, but
so they don't tell you ahead of time.
No, because they'll find out on the show, and I'm so excited. But I have 2, so they're competing against each other. It's kind of tough, but it was great.
Well, I know this show is different in the sense that your mentors, you and John Rich and Joe Jonas and Nelly, and it's sort of like it's different from the shows where you've got like the nasty judge and this and that. Is that sort of why you signed on to do it in the first place?
That is one of the main reasons. I love to watch all the shows, and I was on Idol once doing. Yeah. The 4th judge situation. But again, I told them, look, I'm not judging. Everybody's going to do great by me as far as I'm concerned. But I would find it very difficult, impossible to either, have to kick somebody out. This show, we literally go in and mentor for 72 hours. We get to spend time with them, with their families, and try to help them out and see if we can be of service to them. And also at the end, they're not going to get kicked off immediately. Until the first 3 slots are locked in, everybody's still in the running. So I love that part too.
And getting to sort of move in with them. I asked Joe and I asked Nelly if they were good house guests.
We're great house
Nelly
guests.
said he was a terrible house guest. He admitted to it. He said, I don't pick up after myself, but Joe said he was a good house guest.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know, but they always ended up in the shower with a contestant somehow. And that was, to me, was a little weird.
Really?
Yes.
You didn't do that,
John Rich and Nelly were in the shower. I'm going, I didn't get to do that.
Well, I know you got to sing in a choir.
I did. I sang in a choir. I cut one of their lawns.
And how did that go?
It went great because I always wanted
Well, you live in Miami. You've probably done that before, right?
Well, no. When I was a kid, I cut the lawn with my grandpa, but I always wanted a riding mower, and I never got to do it, so this was fun for me.
So Glee, I know you were in the finale. Are you coming back?
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to resolve that issue with Santana and her grandma that was kind of left. Yeah, I mean, I didn't like how that, stayed there unanswered, and I really love it. I'm a big Glee. My daughter and I watched the show from the get-go. So.
Weren't you in a Glee club when you were really
young?
Yeah.
I was in Glee club, and it does a great thing because it's, tongue-in-cheek and fun and whatnot, but it does deal with some serious issues and puts them out there, and it, brought music back to the forefront, and, the musical, which is what it is, really.
Well, shows like that and The Next and Idol and all those shows, it's so different from when you started out in business and how people are finding talent and finding music. Would you have done something like that, if you could? You know
what, back in the day, I think I would have been in a fetal position if I had to get in front of judges that are going to rip you to shreds in front of the entire nation. When I would watch The Cringe Factor, especially on American Idol, they should name a show The Cringe Factor. Don't you think? Instead of, I think that because you're like, oh my God, this poor person.
Terrifying.
I know what it takes to be up on that stage. That is, I think, why whenever you see artists in this situation that we're in, you rarely see them diss anyone or get really catty or anything, because we know. And you know what it takes to be up there and lay yourself bare and naked in front of people.
So we have some pictures from your Twitter.
Okay.
It's behind you on the screen there. Going back to your love of animals.
Yes,
now
Noelle.
Who is this? Is this Hef?
That's Noelle. That's her
Noelle.
birthday, 10 years old.
Happy birthday, Noelle.
Happy birthday, Noelle. And she's been through a tough time, so she's doing great now. But she was very ill, and she wants to be here, so I'm very proud of her. She's fought hard. That's Fluffy Binky.
Fluffy Binky. Does Fluffy Binky have her, his, or whatever Fluffy Binky is? Please explain Fluffy Binky and the Twitter account.
I was on the road, and my assistant Heather, who also shoots behind the scenes and edits, I call her Hote, Heather of all trades. I walked into a room because we were using it for hair and makeup, but Fluffy was just like coming out all over, and I go, what is this thing? So then she goes, oh, it was her binky, like throughout her life, that she named Fluffy. So I tweeted about that I had discovered him, and then, you know, an article came out calling him disgusting, and Fluffy Binky got very upset and tried to go over the balcony. Then he became like this huge thing, and I sewed him up while we were in Boston, I believe. I bought a sewing kit and sewed him up because we were going to lose him on the road. You know, he was just shedding all over. Oh, my turtles!
Is this in Miami?
Yes, that's
okay. This is at your place?
Pond in the front of the house. There's 4 of them.
You have 4?
There's 3, and there's the 4th over there, and they had babies. So now I have 4 little babies we discovered in the pond. It was great. That's Hef.
That's Hef. Now, is Hef named after Hugh Hefner?
Yes, he is.
Really?
Yes, he is. His name is
I won't make the obvious joke.
That is Noelle's husband.
Okay.
They have 8 puppies together, of which I have 3, my son has 1, and all close people have. But Hef has a situation with balls and toys.
I see.
And he would not let it go. He would not. There was no way that we could get the ball out of Hef's mouth. He looks like a platypus kind of.
I saw a tweet about Sofia Vergara. She did a very sexy, because we just had the Emmy, sexy dance to Conga.
Sophia can do nothing that is not sexy.
I know. She stood up in the middle of a room, and everybody else. It looked like all men, of course, around, and she was dancing to it.
She was hypnotizing them.
She really was. She's amazing. Well, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
So great to have you.
And thanks for the present. Noella's gonna love it.
I'm gonna thank Georgie. Georgie
I'm gonna
took off.
by Georgie, or she's gonna want to steal it from me. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you.